Introduction to Personal Finance, Your Path to Financial Freedom. If you're listening to this, it's because you've decided to take control of your finances and take an important step towards a more secure financial future. Talking about money may seem complicated or reserved only for experts, but the reality is different. Anyone can learn to manage their finances with the right knowledge. Financial education isn't just about numbers. It's about understanding how to make money work for you. From avoiding unnecessary debt to knowing the best saving strategies, every decision you make can bring you closer to a more stable and prosperous financial life. This audiobook is designed to accompany you in this process, giving you practical tools and effective advice so that you can manage your money with confidence. Throughout these episodes, we will explore together how to build a solid budget, reduce debt, and save smartly to achieve your short and long-term goals. In addition, you will discover the basic principles of investing so that you can grow your wealth with well-founded strategies. We'll also cover retirement planning, ensuring that you and your family's future are protected. Each chapter is structured to cover key aspects of personal finance, starting with the basics and progressively moving toward more specific strategies. As we go along, I'll provide you with practical resources and exercises to help you apply what you've learned to your financial reality. It is recommended that you listen to the chapters in order, as each one builds on the previous one, facilitating progressive and complete learning. The exercises that I will propose are not simple activities, but tools designed to help you put into practice what you have learned and adapt the concepts to your daily life. This audiobook not only seeks to improve your current financial situation, but to transform your relationship with money. Finances are not an obstacle, but a powerful tool that, if you learn to manage correctly, will allow you to achieve the stability and financial freedom you desire. So, with commitment and dedication, let's start this journey together. Remember that control of your financial future is in your hands, and every action you take will bring you closer to your goal. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Personal Finance Basics. In this chapter, we'll explore the basics of personal finance and give you a solid foundation on which to build your financial knowledge. Understanding the basics is essential to making wise decisions and managing your money with confidence. What is personal finance? Personal finance is the management of your income, expenses, savings, and investments over time. It's the stewardship of your money so that you can achieve your financial goals and maintain financial stability. When we talk about personal finance, we're talking about how an individual or family manages, saves, and invests their money. Definition and basics. Personal finance covers a variety of areas, including 1. Income. All the money you receive, whether through a salary, bonuses, interest, rent, or other sources. 2. Expenses. All the money you spend, including needs such as food, housing, and utilities, and wants such as entertainment and travel. 3. Savings. The portion of your income that you put aside for the future, whether for emergencies, specific goals, or investment. 4. Investment. Using your money to purchase assets that can generate income or increase in value over time, such as stocks, bonds, or real estate. 5. Debt. Money you owe to others, such as student loans, mortgages, and credit cards. Here's a little story to explain each of these concepts so you can better understand them. Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a young girl named Maria. Maria was a hard-working, dreamy person, but she always felt overwhelmed when it came to managing her money. One day, she decided it was time to take control of her finances and began her journey to better understand how money worked in her life. First, she understood what is known as income. Maria worked as a teacher at the town school and received a monthly salary. In addition, she gave private piano lessons and received a small additional income from the interest on a savings account she had opened as a child. One day, her grandmother gifted her a small property that she rented out, thus adding another stream of income. Income lesson. Maria learned that income is all the money you receive. Also, having multiple sources of income gave Maria more security and flexibility. Second, she understood the importance of setting limits on spending. Maria realized that her money was quickly going away on small things. When reviewing her expenses, she saw that she had fixed costs such as rent for her apartment, utility bills, and food expenses. She also noticed that she spent quite a bit on eating out, buying clothes, and traveling. Lesson on spending. Expenses are all the money that goes away from you, whether through obligation or carelessness. They are divided into needs, food, housing, services, and wants, entertainment, travel. Maria realized that she could reduce her expenses that arose from desire or momentary whims, and decided to use them in a smarter way. Third, she implemented saving as a protector of her money. Maria decided that it was important to save a portion of her income for the future. She began to set aside a percentage of her salary each month and put it into a savings account for emergencies. She also opened a second account to save for a beach vacation she dreamed of taking one day. Lesson in savings. Savings are the part of your income that you keep and stay faithfully by your side. Maria learned that having an emergency fund is crucial to face unexpected events, and that she could also save for specific goals like her vacation. However, wealth is not built on savings alone, and that is why Maria understood that a new element is needed to make her money grow. Fourth, she applied an investment strategy to increase the returns on her savings. A friend of Maria told her about investing her money to make it grow. Intrigued, Maria began to investigate and decided to buy some shares of a growing local company. She also bought government bonds and considered investing in real estate by buying a small piece of land. Lesson in investment. Investment is using your money to acquire assets that can generate income or increase in value over time, whether you are traveling, sleeping, or studying. Maria saw that investing her money gave her the possibility of increasing her wealth in the long term and reduced her obligations as an employee. Fifth, she finally realized that her entire life had been mired in debt and decided to put limits on it. Maria had some debts, a student loan she had taken out to complete her studies, and a balance on her credit card that she used to shop online. She decided to make a plan to pay off these debts as quickly as possible, starting with the ones with the highest interest. In addition, she learned that debts are used to get assets that put money in your pocket and not just liabilities that consume all your money. Debt lesson. Debts are the money you owe to others, such as student loans, mortgages, and credit cards. Maria learned the importance of managing her debts carefully and paying more than the minimum to reduce interest and get out of debt faster. Once all this was done, Maria not only learned to manage her money better, but she also felt more secure and in control of her financial life. She understood that income, expenses, savings, investments, and debts are key pieces of the financial puzzle. In the end, Maria managed to not only fulfill her dreams of traveling and living comfortably, but also build a solid financial future. And so, Maria's story shows us that, with knowledge and planning, we can all take control of our finances and live a calmer and more prosperous life. However, all of this is possible with good financial planning. Financial planning is the process of setting goals, developing a plan to achieve them, and taking action to achieve those goals. Without proper planning, it's easy to lose control of your finances and face problems such as excessive debt or lack of savings. Below I explain the 4 benefits of good financial planning. 1. It gives you control. It allows you to have clear control of your income and expenses. 2. It allows you to consolidate clear objectives. Planning helps you define and achieve financial goals such as buying a house, taking a dream trip, or saving for retirement. 3. It gives you security and stability. Good planning prepares you for unforeseen events and emergencies, creating a financial cushion. 4. It allows you to have a winning financial mindset. Having an adequate financial mindset is crucial for long-term success. This involves adopting a positive attitude towards managing money and being willing to continually learn and improve. How to develop a financial growth mindset. Adopting a financial growth mindset is essential to achieving success in managing your personal finances. This mindset is based on a commitment to continually learning and improving, maintaining discipline, and focusing on long-term goals. Here is a detailed and cohesive guide on how to develop this mindset. Step 1. Continuing education. Financial education is a never-ending journey. Staying informed about financial concepts and seeking to continually learn is essential. This involves reading books, attending seminars, taking online courses, and following blogs and podcasts specialized in personal finance. Continuing education allows you to 1. Update yourself with new strategies. Finance is dynamic and evolves over time. New strategies and tools constantly emerge, and staying up to date helps you take advantage of them. 2. Improve decision-making. The more you know about finance, the more informed you will be to make wise decisions about your money. 3. Empower yourself. Financial knowledge gives you confidence and empowerment to manage your money effectively. Step 2. Resilience. We all make financial mistakes at some point in our lives. The key is to learn from those mistakes and use those experiences to improve. Financial resilience involves 1. Acceptance. Acknowledge and accept your financial mistakes without overjudging yourself. We are all in a learning process. 2. Analysis and reflection. Analyze what went wrong and why. Reflect on the decisions you made and how you could do better next time. 3. Adjustment and improvement. Use the lessons learned to adjust your financial strategies and avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Step 3. Having a long-term vision is crucial to financial success. This means focusing on your future financial goals and avoiding impulsive decisions that can sabotage those goals. A long-term vision involves patience and persistence. Recognize that reaching your financial goals takes time. Be patient and persistent on your path to financial success. Make discipline your best ally. Discipline is essential to maintaining healthy financial habits. Being consistent in your saving and investing habits will help you achieve your long-term goals. To achieve good financial discipline, you need these 3 things. 1. Establish routines. Create financial routines such as reviewing your planning weekly, saving a portion of your income each month, and investing regularly. 2. Automation. Automate your savings and investments to ensure they happen consistently without relying on willpower. 3. Commitment. Stay committed to your financial goals, even when faced with impulse spending temptations. Finally, the 4th step is to overcome your limiting beliefs about money. Many people have negative or limiting beliefs about money that can hinder their financial success. These beliefs can be instilled from childhood or acquired through personal experiences. Overcoming these beliefs is vital to developing a financial growth mindset. The first step to overcoming limiting beliefs is to identify them. Reflect on your thoughts and attitudes toward money. Some common limiting beliefs include: 1. Money is the root of all evil. This belief can cause you to view money negatively and avoid looking for ways to improve your financial situation. 2. I'm not good with money. Believing that you have no financial skills can prevent you from learning and improving. 3. I'll never have enough money. This scarcity mindset can lead to demotivation and resignation. Once you identify your limiting beliefs, the next step is to reframe them. Replace your negative thoughts with positive, empowering beliefs. For example, money is a tool for good. View money as a tool that can be used to improve your life and the lives of others. I can learn to manage my money. Recognize that financial management is a skill that can be learned and improved over time. There are abundant opportunities to make money. Adopt an abundance mindset and believe that there are enough opportunities to improve your financial situation. Harv Eker once said, "Your financial blueprint is made up of a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions regarding money." And how did your money blueprint come about? Simple. Your financial blueprint consists primarily of the information or programming you received in the past, and especially as a child when you were still very young. From an early age, we absorb information about money from a variety of sources. Our family, for example, plays a crucial role in shaping our financial beliefs. Comments we hear from our parents, such as, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Only the rich get richer," can become embedded in our minds and form thought patterns we carry into adulthood. If we grew up in an environment where money was scarce and viewed with fear or resentment, we are likely to develop a scarcity mindset. Conversely, if money is managed wisely and seen as a tool to create opportunity, we are more likely to develop an abundance mindset. Formal education also impacts our beliefs about money. Oftentimes, schools fail to teach practical financial management skills, leaving young people without the tools necessary to effectively manage their finances. This lack of education can perpetuate financial ignorance and reinforce limiting beliefs. Furthermore, society and the media shape our perception of money. Media representations that glorify overconsumption and easy debt can lead us to engage in harmful financial behaviors. Social pressures to maintain a certain lifestyle, often driven by comparison with others, can fuel negative beliefs such as "I will never have enough" or "I am not good with money." Overcoming these limiting beliefs is vital to achieving financial freedom. First, we must recognize that these beliefs exist and that they have been conditioned by our past experiences. Self-reflection is the first step. Identify the negative beliefs you have about money and ask yourself where they come from. Are they really yours, or were they imposed by your environment? Once you identify these beliefs, it is essential to reprogram your mind. Change negative thoughts to positive affirmations. For example, replace money is the root of all evil with money is a tool I can use to improve my life and the lives of others. This process takes time and practice, but it is essential to developing a healthy financial mindset. Continuing education is another powerful tool. By learning more about personal finance, investing, and money management, you can challenge and overcome limiting beliefs that have held you back. Participating in courses, reading books by well-known authors, and following financial blogs and podcasts will provide you with the knowledge and confidence to make informed financial decisions. Finally, surrounding yourself with people with a positive financial mindset can have a significant impact. Seek mentors, join supportive communities, and share your experiences with others who are on a similar path. This supportive environment will motivate you and help you maintain a positive outlook on money. In conclusion, our beliefs about money are deeply conditioned by our upbringing, family, and society. Recognizing and overcoming these limiting beliefs is crucial to achieving a healthy and successful financial life. With self-reflection, mental reprogramming, continuing education, and a positive, supportive environment, we can transform our relationship with money and achieve our financial goals. Chapter 2. Budgeting and Planning. Now that you have an understanding of the basics of personal finance and a positive mindset towards money, it's time to dive into creating and managing a budget. A budget is the cornerstone of good financial health, as it helps you keep track of your income and expenses, ensuring that you can achieve your financial goals. According to the richest man in Babylon, like a shining light in a dark cave, a budget shows you the holes in your purse and allows you to plug them and control spending based on defined and more satisfying goals. Therefore, budgeting is not just about recording income and expenses. It is a process that allows you to make informed decisions about how to spend and save your money. A good budget provides you with a map to navigate your finances and helps you avoid unnecessary spending. How to create a personal budget. 1. Determine your income. Start by writing down all the sources of monthly income such as your salary, bonuses, rental income, etc. 2. Identify your expenses. Make a list of all your monthly expenses including fixed expenses, rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, variable expenses, food, transportation, entertainment, discretionary expenses, non-essential purchases, eating out. 3. Categorize your expenses. Group your expenses into categories to get a clearer view of where your money is going. 4. Adjust and balance. Compare your income with your expenses. If you spend more than you earn, identify areas where you can cut back. 5. Review and adjust regularly. A budget is not static. Review and adjust your budget every month to reflect changes in your income or expenses. Once you have established what your fixed expenses are for the month, your task is to reduce unnecessary expenses. Here are 4 effective methods for doing so. 1. Create a shopping list. Before you go shopping, make a list of what you need and stick to it. 2. Avoid impulse purchases. If you see something you want to buy, wait 24 hours before buying to decide if you really need it. 3. Look for alternatives. Find cheaper ways to satisfy your desires, such as cooking at home instead of eating out. 4. Negotiate services. You can often negotiate better rates for services such as internet, cable, and insurance. In addition to this, it is important that the budget adapts to our lifestyle. Therefore, appropriate one of these 3 strategies to have a budget within your reach. Strategy number 1. Use a notebook with squared paper. If you prefer a traditional, tangible method, using a notebook with squared paper can be a great option. This strategy is ideal for those who enjoy the manual process of writing and prefer to keep a physical record of their finances. Advantages of this strategy. 1. Simplicity and affordability. You don't need fancy or expensive tools. A notebook and a pen are all you need, making this strategy an economical option. 2. Clear visualization. Squared paper allows you to organize your income and expenses in an orderly and clear manner, making it easier to read and track your finances. 3. Reflection and connection. Writing down your transactions by hand can help you connect more with your financial habits and reflect on your expenses and income more consciously. How to implement this strategy. 1. Divide your notebook into sections for income, expenses, and savings. 2. Write down all your transactions daily. 3. Review and add up your income and expenses weekly or monthly to get a clear view of your financial situation. Strategy number 2. Use a tracking app on your mobile phone. For those looking for a modern and portable solution, using a budgeting app on your mobile phone may be the best option. Financial apps are designed to be intuitive and easy to use, offering advanced features that make managing your finances easier. Advantages of this strategy. 1. Portability. You will always have your budget with you. You can record transactions in real time, no matter where you are. 2. Interactivity and didactics. Many apps offer charts, alerts, and financial tips that make the budgeting process more interactive and educational. 3. Synchronization and security. Apps allow you to synchronize your bank accounts, making it easy to automatically update your transactions. They also usually have security measures in place to protect your financial information. How to implement this strategy. 1. Download a trusted budgeting app. In your mobile app store, type the word budget, and you will most likely find an app that suits your needs. 2. Connect your bank accounts and credit cards. 3. Set up your initial budget, categorizing your income and expenses. 4. Review and adjust your budget regularly using the tools and analysis offered by the application. Strategy number 3. Make use of spreadsheets on the computer. For a more detailed and structured financial management, using spreadsheets on the computer is an excellent choice. This strategy is ideal for those who seek complete control and the ability to customize their budget in detail. Advantages of this strategy. 1. Completeness and structuring. Spreadsheets allow for greater customization and detail in the management of your finances. You can create graphs, formulas, and tables that adapt exactly to your needs. 2. In-depth analysis. With tools such as Excel or Google Sheets, you can perform an in-depth analysis of your income and expenses, identifying trends and areas for improvement. 3. Organization and accessibility. You can organize your data in a clear and structured way and save your spreadsheets in the cloud to access them from any device with an internet connection. How to implement this strategy. 1. Open a new spreadsheet in Excel or Google Sheets. 2. Create columns for your income and expense categories and rows for each transaction. 3. Use formulas to add up your income and expenses and calculate balances and percentages. 4. Update your spreadsheet regularly and use charts and tables to visualize your financial progress. If you don't know how these programs work, I recommend looking for tutorials on YouTube. There are hundreds of free resources on this platform that will allow you to master the essential fundamentals in no time. Finally, remember that each of these strategies has its own advantages and may be right for you depending on your preferences and needs. Whether you choose the simplicity of a notebook, the portability of a mobile app, or the detailed structure of a spreadsheet, the important thing is to keep an up-to-date budget and be aware of your financial habits. Choose the strategy that suits you best and start taking control of your finances today. Chapter 3. Debt Management. In this chapter, we will address debt management, a crucial aspect of personal finance. Debt can be a useful tool if managed properly, but it can also become an overwhelming burden if left unchecked. We'll learn how to differentiate between good and bad debt, strategies to eliminate it, and how to avoid falling into the debt trap. Here's a story that will serve as an example for you to avoid unnecessary debt. Carlos was an enthusiastic young man living in a vibrant city. Fresh out of college, he landed a good job at a technology company. Excited about his new salary and independence, Carlos decided it was time to enjoy life. He began spending without thinking too much about the consequences, and soon the debts began to pile up. Carlos wanted a lifestyle that reflected his success. He bought a new car with a long-term loan, furnished his apartment with luxury furniture on credit, and began going out to expensive restaurants and taking frequent trips. In addition, he used his credit card to cover any additional expenses without worrying about the balance he was accumulating. Each month, Carlos paid only the minimum on his credit card, not realizing how the interest was increasing his debt. As his expenses grew, his income seemed increasingly insufficient. One day, Carlos received a call from the bank. His account was overdrawn, and he had to pay late fees. As he reviewed his finances, he realized that his debts were out of control. He had student loans, a car loan, credit card debt, and a personal loan he had taken out for an impulsive trip. Carlos began to feel the weight of his debts. Calls from debt collectors became frequent, and financial stress began to affect his health and performance at work. He couldn't sleep well and was always worried about how he was going to pay his bills. The stress of debt began to impact Carlos' personal life. His relationships suffered because he was always worried and in a bad mood. He began to avoid going out with friends because he couldn't afford to spend more money. His performance at work also suffered, and his boss warned him that he needed to improve. Carlos realized that he was trapped in a vicious cycle. Every time he tried to get out of one debt, another seemed to get worse. He felt like he had no control over his life and was losing everything he had worked so hard for. One day, after receiving a warning letter about the possible loss of his car due to late payments, Carlos decided it was time to make a drastic change. He knew he couldn't continue living that way and that he needed to take control of his finances. Carlos began researching debt management and realized he needed to change his mindset and spending habits. He made a plan to get out of debt, starting by listing all of his debts and prioritizing them. He committed to not taking on any more debt and to living within his means. Carlos began following a strict budget, cutting unnecessary expenses and allocating the majority of his income to paying off his debts. He searched for strategies to end debt and finally realized that he had to understand how debt worked before he could defeat it completely. And that's what I'll explain to you below. We'll keep Carlos from being a reflection of you and do everything we can to help you know how to properly handle this financial concept. Understanding debt before you can manage your debt. It's important to understand what debt is and how it works. Debt is money you owe to another person or institution, such as a bank or lender. There are different types of debt, and not all debt is the same. Types of debt: good versus bad debt. Good debt is debt used to purchase assets that can increase in value or generate income. Examples include student loans and home loans. Bad debt: bad debt is debt used to purchase goods or services that do not generate income or increase in value. Examples include credit cards and personal loans for consumer expenses. How to calculate the cost of debt. The cost of debt is primarily made up of the interest you pay on the money you borrow. It's important to know the interest rate and term of the loan to understand the total cost of debt. Steps to calculate the cost of debt: 1. Know the interest rate. Identify the annual interest rate on your debt. 2. Determine the outstanding balance. Know how much you currently owe. 3. Calculate monthly payments. Use a debt payment calculator to determine how much you'll pay each month. 4. Add up the total payments. Multiply your monthly payments by the number of months in the loan term to get the total cost of the debt. Strategies for eliminating debt. Reducing and eventually eliminating your debt is essential to achieving financial freedom. There are several strategies you can use to effectively pay off your debt, but the most commonly used is the snowball method. The snowball method is a popular and effective strategy for paying off debt. Its simplicity and motivational approach make it ideal for many people looking to become debt-free. Here I explain it to you in a simple and clear way. What is the snowball method? The snowball method involves paying off your debts starting with the smallest to the largest, regardless of the interest rate. The idea is that by eliminating the smallest debts first, you get a sense of accomplishment and motivation to move on to the larger debts. How does the snowball method work? 1. Make a list of your debts. Write down all of your debts, from the smallest to the largest. Include the total amount of each debt, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment.